What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Let's take some time to talk about XRP in this video. And specifically, what I want to talk about is Ripple's win, or maybe in some people's opinion, lack thereof, as well as when you look at some of the information that could be coming sometime soon, you may double down on that information. And that's again why we haven't seen Ripple really make a huge move. And also, you can attribute that to the market not really making any major moves from the low level that we saw of like 1.78 trillion dollars. So seeing this and seeing Ripple that comes out as being or having to pay 125 million sounds like a loss in some people's minds, but then if you look at the overall picture, it's like that's a win. But then again, you have that picture of like what the future will look like, what the SEC plans to do, and they have a certain time frame to make that decision. Once it surpasses that time frame, I would expect to see, Ripple and XRP kind of explode a little bit. So let's talk about the win, but not win at the same time. And let's talk about XRP as a whole. Guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel, which could be Ripple, or sorry, talking about Ripple. It could be Twitter or X. It could also be my Patreon, as well as if you guys want to check out MargX. Guys, if you're interested in MargX, where you can trade up to 100x leverage, you can trade 50x leverage on XRP. You can also trade 25x leverage on meme coins and stuff like that, and as little as 5x leverage on things. And you also have no minimums on the amount that you could put in there. So you could trade with $1 if you wanted to and get the hang of leverage trading. You don't have to trade 25, 30, 40, 50, $100 at one time. You can trade a small amount. Get used to it. Once you get used to it, now you're in a rhythm, and now you can see things that are flourishing for yourself and being able to gain quite a bit. So feel free to check out my link for MargX down below in the description. Now, with that being said, we're here to talk about this position, XRP, and obviously the parent company, Ripple. Currently, XRP is at a 57-cent price point, which again is not the highest point that it's been, but it also, is at, let's say, more of a higher point than where it was at the 40-cent level. So that's great. You're also seeing it. My balance at $51,625 $1,000, $51,623.18. It continues to change. But then you also have $32.2 billion market cap with $1.6 billion worth of volume, up 58%, I might add. Now, this position has had some interesting movement in the past, maybe month or so. In the past 7 days, it's up by 16%. The past month, it's up by 22% from that level here of about 53 cents, seeing it up to 57 cents. That's great. Seeing it at the low level that it got to of 40 cents and then picking back up to 60 or so cents is great to see. But obviously, we want to see a lot more than that. We want to see $1, we want to see two, we want to see three, we want to see four, and so on and so forth. In the last year, we're seeing it down 8%, even though we have a win for Ripple, multiple wins, honestly. In the last year, if we include, let's say, July, where we had XRP being labeled as not a security, the CEO and the chairman being rid of the charges, and then you have this win with Ripple right now, you're seeing it still down 8% from where it was. It's flat. So why would people get excited? Well, it's because you still have something over them. It's not a rain cloud, it's not a stormy cloud. It's just like a cloud that has potential, right, to rain upon your parade. And that's kind of what we're seeing here with Ripple versus SEC still. So if you don't know, Ripple was told to pay, or was the judgment was for them to pay $125 million, which is not a lot. It is a lot, but it's not a lot compared to what the SEC wanted, which was $2 billion. So that ended up being a win for Ripple to kind of get this out of the way. It's been 4 years. You want to get this out of the way. You don't want to talk about this anymore. You don't want to have that over your head anymore. And you want to just accept what the judgment is, what that overall ruling is. However, it looks like the SEC might not be accepting that ruling. So we have this article here that talks about Ripple being a winner. So Ripple is a winner, but it doesn't feel like a win. While the court decision to reduce the SEC's remedies request from $2 billion to $125 million is definitely not a win for the SEC, it is still hard to say that there are any winners in this case, according to Philip, a lawyer at Seaward and Kissel, the former SEC counsel. That is because of ongoing lack of clarity regarding how U.S. securities laws should apply to cryptocurrencies. The cost of legal defense plus the fine and the disruption of Ripple's business since the case began in late 2020. I mean, technically, yeah, you can look at it that way, but that's why Ripple is looking at it as more of a win, because it could be disrupted even more. And right now, with just the thought that there could be an appeal or the thought there could be something more, also still brings that into effect. It's not legally bringing it into effect, but you could see this happen to where now it gets more partners and more people that are connected and businesses that are connected. It gets them scared. Ripple is a winner, but I think in the grand scheme of things, you have to be embroiled in litigation for years, or sorry, wait, you have to be embroiled in litigation for years, have your assets, your token be delisted from exchanges, and at least for some period of time, fight with a regulator, pay a large fine. That doesn't feel like a win. And that's very, very true, right? Apart from the high cost, cost of Ripple's victory, there are also chances that the SEC might challenge certain aspects of the case. The SEC has until early October to file an appeal. Following the latest decision by Torres, the SEC was given 60 days to file an appeal in the Ripple case before the final decision of the court. Today starts the 60-day countdown to the deadline to file an appeal. XRP supporting lawyer Fred wrote on X on August 7th, according to Fox Business journalist. The potential appeal by the SEC will likely be related to other court rulings instead of the most recent remedies ruling. So, again, this is something that I don't like, because you could see an appeal of XRP being labeled as not a security. So should the SEC file an appeal on October 6th or by October 6th, it will likely be related to Torres's July 23rd ruling decision or court decision, which ruled that XRP was not a security, but only when sold to retail investors. At the same time, Torres ruled that XRP was still a security when sold to institutional investors, concluding her communication with the SEC and Ripple. This is crazy, though, because that's where it kind of leads to XRP rather than just being on Ripple. And that's where the comes into play. And I don't want to sit here and throw any type of fuel on the fire or put that stormy rain cloud above our head, right? I just want to put the information out there and make sure that people understand that it's not all sunshine, rainbows, unicorns, and butterflies, and the SEC will continue to fight until they get what they want. And I don't know what they truly want. I would think they just want money, but maybe they didn't get enough money, and now they're like, well, we have to fight as long as possible to get as much money until we figure out this tax situation. Or we just hate Ripple and we want to stick it to them. I don't know. But it's honestly just pissing me off, because every time you get any type of win, they completely come back with, oh, well, we can appeal. We can appeal not only this, but we can appeal what happened before. And it just sucks to hear that. It really does. So, is it a win for Ripple? Very short-lived a win, but it is a win. So what I want to do, I want you guys to hit that like button. I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, feel free to do a lot of research yourself before you decide to invest into XRP. make sure you feel confident in what you have and know that this may end up being even a longer battle, which does suck. But feel free to check out my link for Margex down below if you guys want to start trading XRP. And I think that's pretty much it. So look out for other videos that come out, any live streams, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.